Hey there, this is Michael J, and I'm reporting live from Jayburg. Many of you might have seen that in a game sooner or later. There's a huge wave of death in the city right now, and I read complaining about this every now and then, and for a good reason. It's a bit annoying if that happens, because there's a lot of buildings being abandoned if the dead people are not being removed and brought to cemeteries in time. So it can be annoying. So I just wanted to have a look at why death waves are happening, and there's one reason. There's the death rate in this case has gone up very steeply. Honestly, it was just over a time frame of 2 years, so I would have had enough time if I had seen the signs soon enough. And that is one of the problems with death waves. Usually you only recognize it when it's already too late to really counteract, because then crematoriums and cemeteries are overwhelmed and they can't keep up, and so yeah, literally the bodies are piling up in your city. And this is really difficult. Once you see those signs across the city, it's usually too late to really do much about it or to counteract it. So where is it coming from? There's a relation to when people are moving in, and in this year, or in these 1.5 years, 2023, 24, this was a time when a lot of people moved into the city, and usually they move in as an adult. Whoops, no, I want to stay in the game. They move in as an adult, as family with kids. And if you look at the statistics, there's this range of being an adult, and after that you turn into a senior. And once you're a senior, then there's a good chance you're going to die soon. There's apparently there's not many accidents happening in city skylines, so it is more a kind of a planned way of living, of the length of life. And usually it's about 2-3 years after becoming an adult that people are going to die. And when they move into the city as adults, it's 2-3 years later when you start seeing dead people popping up, and or the warning popping up everywhere. And we have had this with the new city part, and it was just not enough cemeteries and crematoriums around. I had built two cemeteries here and one crematorium, and it wasn't just enough. So I had to extend the reach, and I was really just too late doing that. I should have done that sooner. And the second thing is that also traffic is an important issue in dealing with dead people, because it's like with all services, the service cars have to move to the location. If it's a fire, it has to be the fire trucks have to go to wherever the fire is, and police has to go wherever crime is. And if traffic is keeping those people from getting there, they just take longer. So the denser your neighborhood is, and the more traffic you have on your neighborhood, actually the less the actual capacity of the cars coming from the cemetery across the main street and then up here and things like that. They have to move with the traffic, and this can take them just too long, and this reduces the capacity of the cars. It's not the capacity of the cemetery that is important, it's about those hearses in use. And if there are constantly 10 hearses in use, because one of them is driving here and one of them is driving here and the other is going there, and they don't come back in time to just pick up the next dead body somewhere else. So it's a mixture of looking at how quickly people are moving in, how quickly you can keep up with the cemeteries and crematoriums to deal with dead people, and in addition you have to keep your traffic flowing so those cars can move quickly wherever they are needed. And this is something that really is becoming a major issue in Jayburg now. This is not unexpected, but it's becoming an issue that I will have to deal with in quite near future, because traffic is getting much too heavy now, and so service cars cannot reach the location where they are needed. So maybe consider all of this when you experience one of those death waves. The good news is that those death waves are not permanent. They are not long. Usually the death rate, as you can see, is already dropping again. It was a very short period. It's a short period of a few weeks or months when a lot of people are dying at the same time, unfortunately. And also for population, you can see it's recovering very fast. I've had other cities where I really had a significant drop of 10,000 people or more within a year due to this, but usually I try to build up cities slower now and build up neighborhood by neighborhood with a decent speed and keeping up with services, with all kind of services for the city, and then it doesn't become a major issue. This is here really has become a major issue because this is a rather densely populated area with 16,000 people living in the lower part and another 12,000 here. So this was it was bad planning. Death waves in the end can be planned for, and seeing those means we have planned something wrong, and we can fix it, and the city will recover. So I hope this is giving you an interesting insight into my way of understanding the game, and I hope it helps you plan your own cities better and not to make the same mistakes that I've made here. Okay, talk to you soon in another episode when we will have to deal with the traffic issues. Bye.